So yeah, I messaged Derrick.
You messaged Derrick?
I messaged Derrick.
After all these years?
I mean, I got so excited by this news, I had to just let him know how I felt.
Tell your
No, the top.
Oh. Get off me. Get off.
I couldn't help myself.
You text.
So today's topic, Derrick Jaxn. Okay, Derrick Jaxn apparently has gotten himself in some hot waters. I believe it was Tasha K.
Yes.
She made a live stream saying she was going to expose Derrick Jaxn. She had some information, and basically she brought a young woman who claimed that Derrick Jaxn, around the 4th of July, instead of being with his wife, was with her, and that they cheated. And obviously this kind of news is a big deal to some people, because considering Jackson's propensity towards commitment, to talking about men are, sometimes very disloyal and all these kind of things, the rhetoric that he says, and oftentimes men feel like, yo, this guy's trying to sell us out. People got very excited. Ooh, Derrick Jaxn is cheating. I'm gonna try to summarize it as best I can. The girl and Derrick have known each other for a long time. I guess basically she was under the assumption that Derrick was separated from his wife. So when they met together, things went down. And then fast forward a few months later, he said he doesn't want to see her anymore. She gets mad. He blocks her. And then he starts posting about like, I'm staying with my wife. I'm making it work, blah, blah, blah. And she felt like, yo, you're a liar. You're this and that. So she made a whole Instagram page. I saw this shit. This shit was wild. She had all these posts and receipts of like their conversations. And people were like, yo, this is proof. So yeah, I messaged Derrick.
You messaged Derrick?
I messaged Derrick.
After all these years?
I mean, I got so excited by this news, I had to just let him know how I felt.
Tell your
No, the top.
Oh. you piece of shit. You fucking piece of shit. This you hot ass, petty ass, trash ass mess. You you cold. I'm actually jealous I didn't do it. He wrote, "Black man don't cheat." Get off me. Get off. I couldn't help myself. You text him. Black men don't cheat. You trash. Oh wow. I'm actually jealous I didn't do it. That's pretty much the reaction. You see it, I'm like...
Derrick took it too well. He put a laughing emoji, said, tell your channel we're good, and the truth is coming very soon. So he's actually still with his wife when they're talking. He says she knows about everything, she's right beside him, and that they're fine.
Tell your channel we're good, like us and him?
No, like...
We're not good! No, I'm just kidding.
Him and his wife. Him and his wife are good.
Man.
On the face of it, you could think of it one way. And like you guys... Me personally, I'm not a fan of Derrick. Not me. I'm not.
Well, you already...
But... I think that's irrelevant when it comes to this discussion, because at the end of the day, what's true is true, and being innocent until proven guilty still matters to me in the court of public opinion or in the court of law. And from what I gathered, there's nothing to show really that this person cheated. Now, maybe him and his wife were separated at the time. People go through separation periods where they say, I need time apart. You go see somebody, I'll go see somebody, and we'll see how we feel. People go through those periods. You don't know what's going on in people's private lives, where you just jump to the assumption that they are cheating or doing something wrong or whatever. So if you don't have all that information, to come up to some kind of conclusion based off of little stuff, to me seems it's dangerous and it's misguided. I understand that people want him to be guilty because of how he talks, because of the things he says, but don't let that cloud you in regards to what is right or wrong. Don't go based off your desire to hate him, to go in with the bias that he has to be wrong, because that's how you condemn people who are oftentimes innocent. Mm-hmm. That's how black people have been condemned for so long. People come in with their biases, and then from there, any information that may confirm it is immediately taken in, and any information that doesn't confirm it is discarded. So there has to be a good balance and a good middle ground.
Even though it's a hot-ass mess. Even though it's a hot-ass mess. It's a hot-ass mess. And it looks juicy and everything and stuff, like you said. It's like we really want that person to be guilty, right? Yeah. And it just shifts the whole boat. It rocks the boat, right? It rocks the whoo, them waves are coming.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, rock the boat. Rock the boat. I understand that, right?
Yeah. But
it was not even that. I'm like, whatever. Like, why do I don't care. I don't care. It was just to me the message. I was done with Derrick because the message was disingenuous at the beginning. I didn't need that situation to be like, oh, you see? No, I didn't need all of that nonsense. It was just the message itself, right? After the message, and you say like, oh, she got mad, and then after that she got exposed, all of that, but she kept that all that time. So it was like an insurance. It was like an in case shit. People come to you sometimes and they're ill-intentioned.
Yep.
They slide in your DM. That's why you slide in the DM and you send news and stuff. Most likely we're gonna block you. Because we don't know what. Every time someone slide in and be like, "Oh, this and that," and we should. I'm like, who sent you? What's the setup? What's the trap? You understand what I'm saying? And it's that. It's just yes, you want to expose him, but you kept all that to expose him.
Yeah.
While everything was nice and dandy, so you played the game fair. That's okay. But it just shows you. It comes to shows you that it's not everybody that comes to you that talks to you all nice and everything and stuff. As all that sugary stuff that they be telling you and delivering you, that they actually want some good for you.
Yep.
When things pop off and feelings change, people often seek for revenge. It's crazy.
Kevin Hart, didn't he get exposed
Yeah.
for cheating by a friend?
Yeah.
They try to extort him for money?
Yeah.
That's a friend. Imagine what strangers are willing to do. We've even done videos on this channel where I've told you guys stories of people doing shady stuff and I caught them. So it's one of those things where I get why people want this to be true, but understand in endorsing that and pushing that narrative, you're also encouraging a culture where deceit is rewarded. I'm not saying this girl's inherently lying. She may really believe that Derrick did something shady, and she could just be wrong. She doesn't know.
Absolutely.
That's also a possibility. So we don't know.
It's a bunch of gray areas.
That's right.
That's the real 50 Shades of Grey right here.
Yep.
It's gray areas everywhere. We're not even blaming her or shaming her, because on her side, there's also her perspective. Maybe she felt like she was cheated or something.
I think that's what I wanted to come to. Guys, you don't have all the information, and we want to feel like we know what's going on. But oftentimes we don't, because we're not privy to things that are happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Just because someone comes out with this story about somebody doesn't mean that they're right. In fact, there's a couple of points in there where I could easily say you were wrong. So at one point she says, in 2016, Derrick sent me this video where he's asking about my panties and that. So at the time, Derrick was single. He wasn't with his wife at the time. So while in your head, you guys are like, that's the smoking gun. All it really is, it's evidence that he was flirting and he's hitting on you. You know? And the tough thing about lies is that when they're masked with some truth, it makes everything sound credible, or sometimes it goes the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So just be careful when you guys are hearing these stories to just be like, that's what you are. Because sometimes you're never going to hear the full truth. Or sometimes that come out, things go on for so long, and by the time the real story comes out, you've already moved on. You already have that perception of that person. So do not believe everything you see online.
It was like 2016, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's till now, and that thing happened now, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's 4 to 5 years. It's 4 to 5 years. In the 4 or 5 years that we've been doing this channel, there's been ups and there's been downs. Yes or no?
That's true.
It was not always this easy. There was the beginning when we were just like dabbling with this. We didn't know what we were doing, testing things out and everything and stuff. There was downs. There was like 10 times that was really hard and difficult. And we were butting heads and stuff like that in the same amount of time. And that's with any relationship. It's never always good. It's not that. There's ups and downs. So from the beginning to 2016 to whatever happened, the fall, it was not always, you were not always on the same, you didn't have the same energy. What I know, though, is that you kept them receipts. But even that doesn't mean anything.
But even the fact that she kept receipts is shady. Here's why I'll say shady. Here's why I'll say shady. I'm sleeping with you, and while you're in bed, you're snapping pics of me where I'm not looking.
Yep.
Does that not strike you as shady?
Yep.
Why would you do that in a situation you feel is perfectly consensual?
In some situation, that would be a breach of consent, wouldn't it? Because yes, the person is with you, but it doesn't mean that he consents of being his pictures been taken without him knowing. Yep. And after that, see, it's not receipts until you return the goods. Understand what I was saying? It's not receipts until you return the goods. But to me, snapping pictures without people knowing, taking without people knowing, super shady. But then again, it's not receipts until you return the goods. But you done return the goods, so as long as you, like, he's shady, we could say that you're shady too. But I understand, we want him to be wrong.
Yeah.
We
At the end of the day, guys, you just have to keep the same energy. Whether it's someone you like or don't, always lean towards the side of what is true. And that's what we try. I've defended Amanda Seales when she said some right things, and I'll defend this person as well if what's happening seems shady. I don't care. I don't care who the individuals are. What matters to me the most is what is the truth.
That's it.
And right now, there's not enough to say this is true or this is true. So to just run with that narrative seems dangerous. So that's why we wanted to
even if it is true. My problem is not whatever he's doing in his backyard and stuff. It's the narrative of what he's putting out there. It's always going to be that. So to me, it's not really relevant, but it's a hot dumpster trash. Like, it's a hot mess in a dumpster fire and a train wreck and a car crash.
That's right.
So I don't know how a train fits in a car, but I'll figure it out.
We're going to figure it out. So that's it, man. Listen, we could have easily dunked on him. This would have been one of the easiest dunkable videos, but you know, you gotta shy away from that.
That's not what we do.
That's not what we do.
That's not what we try to do.
No, we try not to do. So just want to let you guys know, if we ever feel like we come out with a view you don't agree with or you feel like it's wrong, also think about, like, just maybe we saw it differently. We could be wrong, but don't think we come on here trying to lie or do anything for cheddar, because honestly, if we wanted to make money, there's a lot of videos we could have done up until now that would be way more profitable than what we're doing.
Yep.
So just wanted to let you guys know that, and that's pretty much all I got.
It's not a hot take. It's not a, we trying to get that shit. It's not that. It's not we trying to have, we gonna have a hot take and a hot narrative to make people clickbait. That's not what it is. That is not what, it's never been that. I think it's cringe. I'm happy that you think it's cringe, and we've never been doing that. We never try to do that. So if we disagree, it's because we disagree. But we want to talk about it. That's it.
That's it. So that's all I got.
Hot ass mess.
Black men don't cheat.
You a piece of shit for that one.
Send this to Charlamagne.
Yeah.
Black men don't cheat.
Send him a DM right now.
I will.
Hey, so
today's video.
It is 5 a.m.
Spicy. If you guys aren't aware,
You called me out at 5 a.m.
5 a.m. and I'm yawning. Where's that from?
I don't even know.
It's a really bad rapper. This nigga got giant ass lips, and I think he's light skinned. Oh, I know. Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky.
5 in the morning.
I'm yawning.
Yo quiero mi morena, tan rico que se ve, morena, mira como mueve, así, morena, mira como goza, mi morena, mira como